Hello, everybody. Greetings from the left side of the room. My name is Shoreless, and tonight we are continuing Mission Entpossible in an unexpected return of the series, where my mission, should I choose to accept it, is to advance my wonderful Stout Axe Burglar here using only the mission system in the Lord of the Rings online. So we're just chilling. It's Saturday night. Oh, it's been a long day. I hope you're doing well. The kids are in bed. I need to hydrate, and I'm excited to play some LOTRO and hang out with y'all. So the point of the series, I haven't touched it since January. Excuse me, it's a snuffly day here in Georgia. I haven't touched this dude. Well, I haven't touched this project since January. You may, if you are a diehard, I'm sure there's one of you out there somewhere in the world, then you know that the point of this is to just level old Usi, our Stout Axe Burglar, using the missions, which is a newish system introduced last year, 2 years ago, to the Lord of the Rings Online. But I have been crafting. He is now a supreme metalsmith and a supreme tailor and a supreme, almost supreme prospector. So we picked up a few levels through crafting, and I did like one mission since last time we played, but really that's been about it. And what inspired me to get back in the proverbial saddle here for Mr. Usi? Well, number one, I realized that we are about 6, almost 7 months out from the release of Gundabad back, I think it was October of last year, and I've not touched the missions here that the Jaruka have on offer in the Steep set. And the reason why is because I wanted to save them for this character. So I popped around this particular area a little bit just to check it out and see what it's like, but I've not actually done, I don't think I've done any of these missions. So number one, that got me excited. And secondarily, I, hold on, let me see if I can get on a goat here. This is too slow for me. There they go. Secondarily, we were having a discussion on World Chat here on the amazing, wonderful, legendary Treebeard server. And, you know, as is our want, what's up, my guy? We're discussing what is the best class, what's the coolest class, what class do you like, what class do I like. And at a certain point, it becomes kind of like the sport ball, where you might say, you know, the Yankees are the best team, but really it has no basis in reality, and it's so subjective that it loses really all of its meaning. But one gentleman piped in and said, you know, he was lauding the abilities of the yellow blarglar, and he was talking about all the damage you can do and how survivable it is. You don't really need to go into stealth. And burglar is one of my favorite classes. My main over on the Landreval server is a hobbit burglar. You guys have probably all seen Mr. Roxo on my streams. But I've only ever really dug into red, which is strictly DPS, like nuke people from stealth. And blue, which has the very cool and interesting gamble mechanic. I never really touched the yellow. I begrudgingly got into the yellow line last year, 2 years ago, when everyone was running Remerkant, which is the Shelob raid, because that the debuffs were particularly potent and effective for fighting off giant spiders. So I learned how to do a little bit of yellow blarglarizing, but I never really dug into it. And for one reason or another, maybe I got my concerted dose figured out. Maybe I'm just getting old and wise, but I've been enjoying digging into the mechanics of the classes of our game here. And so I thought it would be cool to kind of tuck into the yellow burglar and learn how to play that a little bit. And so that was my thought. I really wanted to get into yellow burglar and check it out. And so what better way to do that than by doing some quick missions. So like I said the other day, I did like one or two just to kind of dip my toes in. I know a little bit about yellow burglar. You know I'm not Scottish because I can say burglar, bulglar. God help us if there was a purple purple's trait spec. But anyway, yellow burglar. I've dabbled, but really I don't know a lot about it. I know how to stun and stuff like that. What I also don't know how to do is find bloody missions for the Jalruka here in the Hall of Vernazal. So maybe I'm a big dum-dum, and maybe the Jalruka missions aren't actually available on the Treebeard server. Maybe they are. But I'm going to feel like a proper donkey if they're not. Meanwhile, we got some PL de Gaillonde playing. I could talk more. Oh boy, are we dead? Am I dead? Yep, we're dead. I did not hit it quick enough. This is we're off to a great start, boys and girls. We're off to a great start. And I'm about to get kicked out of gun to bed. This is a rough. Oh my goodness, everything's terrible. Okay, let's try one more time because it seems like the mission guy. Like I said, I didn't touch the mission guy. I can't remember where he is. Anyway, we'll go back to Anazar Mekem if we need to because I still have quite a few missions left to do for those guys. So let's try Gundabad one more time. I feel like it wouldn't be available to us if we couldn't do those things. So anyway, here's my weak sauce trait build. I only have 12 trait points unlocked. But I made sure to unlock Startling Twist, which is a clutch must-have for the yellow blarglar. Because what that does is after you apply a trick, you can cash it out to stun your enemy, which is huge because positional damage, even for the yellow burglar, is still a thing. Okay, what's up, guy? You're not the person I need to talk to. Where are the missions, y'all? Am I really that dense? Or are they really just not here in Gundabad on Treebeard? Okay, I'm going to check this main area one more time. Then we're going to go to Anazar Mekem because I just find it hard to believe that they would open up this area on Treebeard if we couldn't actually do missions. Let's see. Wow. Let's see. Did we get him from Ingor? Maybe I missed something with old Princey. I mean, let's be real. He's got nothing on Prince. Except a great hats. Let's see. Chapter 1. Squalable. Horin. Where's the first man square? Okay, I'm going to take one more spot and then I'll throw it in the towel because this is ridiculous. I really thought this would be the spot, but I guess not. I have a feeling they're just going to kick me out if I run out here. Level's too low. Yep, you're right. It is too low. Yeah, it says Horin and Zova are supposed to be the mission givers, but I don't see them anywhere. So I guess I'm just a big dumb face. And I did not realize that they would let us have these without actually letting us do them. So let's pop on over to Elder Slade and do some of those instead. That way we can actually like do stuff instead of just mucking about here in Gundabad. Guess I have to pop over to, although it seems a bit odd because one of the big claims to fame of the mission system was that you could, starting at level 20, do the same stuff as level cap dude. So it's very odd that they would make this available on Treebeard where the level cap is 60, but then not let us actually do the missions. So anyway, I'm sure I'm just missing something. So I'll do my research and come on back next time to do this. Though I was looking forward to checking some of these new missions out. It's a real disappointment. No. All right. Guess we're going Elder Slade. That's okay by me. Yeah. Ausma and Horan. Yeah, we really can't get to them. That's too bad. Don't talk to me. I'm disappointed in you. A Jaruka should know better. Anak Kurfu. Okay, let's get after it. We're actually going to get into it now. Here we go. Anyway, here I've been blabbing all day long. How are y'all doing? How's your weekend going? What are you doing in the LOTRO? As I must focus on stabbing the things right now. Okay. As we've learned, it takes a minute for these things to load up properly. All right, here we go. All right, that's quick. That's a quick kill there. So we're doing plenty of damage, and I'm using just kind of, I think I'm just using crafted weapons. So there's nothing too crazy going on here. What have I got? Yep, crafted weapon. And then just a random drop. So what have I got? We do disable, which reduces their ability to do damage and their attack duration. Then we cash it out. Hello. Cash it out with the startling twist. Then we do some positional damage. And then that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. And our mission here is just to kill the boss, which shouldn't be too hard, but I want to clear it out properly. So let's take this dude out. What else are tricks? I've got disable, dust in the eye. Dust in the eye is clutch because that's AoE, which is really what you want. Like we're about to take on 2 of these jerks here in this. Oh no, maybe not. And then really the only other cash, what do we call this? Trick cash out is Mischievous Glee, which is a self-heal, which is pretty good. Now, why are we having such a hard time with this dude here? We aren't. It's because I got to hit those crit skills. What I'm really looking forward to is hit my legendary item and then using that properly slotted green, oh my gosh, yellow legendary item. I think that could be pretty cool because look how slow I am. And this is quite petty of me, but honestly, that's the main reason I've avoided yellow burglar all these years. It's because I gotta have a quick, stealthy boy. I just likes it. But if I don't actually have to go into stealth, then I guess I'll be okay. The other thing, yeah, like I was saying, I've just enjoyed digging into the trait trees a little bit. And so I've got my main champ, Penphalos, on Treebeard, but I've got a second champ on Landreval who've been playing with my wife. And I thought it would be cool to tuck into the blue line champ because I haven't really done it before. I've dabbled when I needed to, when I needed that survivability. But I haven't dug into the class to learn what makes it tick and what skills are best and things like that. So that's my next mission. So I'm opening with my bleed. I think that's the way to go. Just so we can get the most, because the startling twist is a stun, so it's not disrupted by damage over time. And then of course we have our secondary stun here with exploit opening. Does that count as a stun? Yeah, it's 5-second stun, which opens up the fellowship maneuver. Riddle is not a trick, which is I think is kind of interesting. It's just a daze. It's still hilarious. It's still the best skill in the game, in my opinion, that you can tell such a a startling and confusing riddle to, say, I don't know, a wood troll, that they would be dazed out of their minds for a few minutes. It doesn't really get much better than that. Yeah, let's deal with them. That's what I say. I say let's deal with them. Surprised we're not dealing with them right now. Alright, so now our AoE skills show their quality, because we can put the dust in the eye of these guys, which gives them a great miss chance. And then our AoE crit response and double edge strike lets us hit both of them. So realistically, if I were traded red, I think those guys would have been toast quite a lot earlier, but I would have had fewer hit points and I wouldn't be ready for the next fight. So I guess that's kind of the trade-off, isn't it? Plus I got my self-heal. Yes, let's do that. Hello. Oh bother. No bother. So I could pop the hips right now, hide in plain sight. That might be the way to go, because I don't know how to... Oh, there we go. We just got to interrupt him. Nope, that didn't work either. Stun him to chill him out. Let's riddle this guy. I guess that's the other thing. I don't think you can riddle... Can you not? Oh, it's riddle from stealth. I think the yellow line lets you riddle from stealth, which is pretty cool. Jimmy's going down here, boys. Come on, mischievous glee. There we go. Man, this is rough. This was not going the way I hoped it would. I need to consult our build here. Goodness gracious, we are toast, boys. Okay, so I use my self-heal, use my hips. Let's try... No. Turn them around. Okay. Let's give it a try. Stun. Crit response. Okay. Yeesh. That was rough. So what went wrong there? Was it just the... I think it might have just been the... Do I have... Oh no, I don't have virtue slotted. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. My virtues are wretched on this dude. How did they get so bad? So that might be part of the problem with missions. They don't give you the most opportunity to cash in on those deeds to level up your virtues. Could be a problem. Could be a problem. I don't know. Let's see. Got my snag, which is a root debuff. Disable. I don't know. We're just going to keep rolling with it. Because realistically, the more missions I do, they have... I'll just show you here in a second. Bum, bum. Okay, let's cash this in and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, so... Yeah, I've got no class deeds done. Ooh, this boy's in bad shape. Now, the question is where... Let's see. Tasks. Okay, so the mission deeds here, which are listed under their respective zone, will give me that nice little virtue XP boost. I just need to do 5 more. And if I complete all the different ones, that's another nice little virtue boost. But it's not 10,000 virtue XP. That's pretty good. I'm not even the quarter of the way there. But what are you gonna do? So it's there. I don't know that it's a fitting replacement for landscape. And again, I don't think it was meant to be. This is just kind of our own little experiment here. We'll see. I'm also kind of hamstringing myself by not actually like using, you know, food and all those other little buffs I could be using. So I don't know, man. I don't even know. So with these guys, it's the tricky thing here is that when you're playing Redline, you've got no real options because maybe these guys don't, but typically these cold drakes have aura damage, which breaks your stealth the very second you come close to these guys. But these guys don't actually. Okay, so disregard what I just said. So my point was going to be that with the Yellowberg, if you're kind of avoiding stealths, then that's one advantage in your favor because you're not leaning on stealth to do that massive amount of damage. So in landscape, that would be good, not in this particular context. Those guys are easy. Let's see if we can figure out a decent... Don't bother. A decent rotation here. Because I'm starting to think that Mischievous Glee is going to be clutch here. Because typically with healing, you want to... the theory, as I understand it, is that with healing, you are either responsive or proactive. And again, I'm not an expert, but with a minstrel, you are proactive. You want to pop those heals before your target really needs them. Whereas a Bjorning, because their heals are quick and they are done over time, you can get away with being responsive. So when you see that they're getting low, then you can pop the heal. And so I think with these self-heals for the Trickster, you might have to be a little bit more proactive. It's not like the Gambler, because the Gambler was super inconsistent. The Gambling Burglar, the blue line spec, is inconsistent because everything is, as the name would suggest, based on gambles. So even if you pop a heal, you don't know what tier or strength it's going to be. And so you had to be proactive. And with this, because it's such a small heal, at least at the level I'm at, it seems like that's going to be the way to go. These guys have a huge aggro range. Come on, baby. Interrupts are going to be important too. And you can't forget about stick and move. Stick and move is a great self-heal. Let's see. What I've done is I started rearranging my quick slots because I like playing with the controller. I'm not playing that right now just because of where I have to sit to Twitch stream. But I think I'll add stick and move to my quick slots so that I can use it with the keyboard, or with the controller rather. Oh, we're at the boss. How do you like them apples? Stop it. You're being silly. Stop being so silly. What I really should have done, I can remember to open up with the exploit opening. But that was fine. That was way smoother than the last one. There's my boy. What's good, my boy? Sick, buddy. Oh man, I don't have any. I'm low on jewelry too. All right, so next time, my mission between now and the next mission is to get this boy tricked out properly. Okay, so finish my 3 weeklies. What's up, buddy? Well done, thank you. And we're gonna get some decent armor. My armor's okay. I think it's about as good as it can be. But I definitely need some jewelry. All right, let's go kill some Angmarim. That sounds pretty good to me. I'm surprised we're not killing Angmarim right now. We get to punch a big gate anyway. That's always fun. That's that good water. All right, we're gonna. Okay, I cannot. Excuse me. I have a condition. Every time I drink water, I cough, and I promise it's water. Anyway, I'm curious about when I get to riddle from stealth. I'm gonna check that out next. One thing I hadn't really thought about is how the missions are very much like skirmishes in that they contribute to the slayer deeds of whatever zone you're in. Let's see. That's neither here nor there. Joke with legs. No. Anyway, I'll look into that later. I swear I could have done that. I swear I was able to riddle from stealth. But I guess that's not a thing. Let's see here. I also need to get some potions because it makes potentially 0 sense to deal with all these fear effects when I can't cure them, because the burglar has poison removal, but that's about it. We do not have fear removal. The parple blarglar. One thing I've been forgetting is that corruption removal skill actually does a fair bit of damage. Oh, I do have those. Silly me. I hit the brawler super hard last couple weeks. I'm crazy about the brawler. I'm brawler crazy, as they say. Nobody says that. And I scoped out every one of the 2 trait trees in different combinations, and man, it was just so fun. And so that kind of inspired this. Oh bother. No bother. Let's go ahead and heal. And let's stun this dude. So it's not the smartest thing to do to stun people you are not damaging, because you want to be able to take advantage of the fact that it's a stun and not a daze to actually smack them around. Nice. Okay. And you always want agility gear for the blarglar, because that's what contributes to your physical mastery and crits and all that with a burglar. It's different per class. No doubt you already knew that. Bother. There we go. Easy peasy. Thought there was one more up here. There is not. So we're going to continue our climb up the tower. Oh boy. I think we found the boss. Sit down. So let's do this. Okay, we can't even hit her yet. So we're going to... And we can't even riddle. Alright, see ya. See, Surprise Strike gets a bad rap, but I think it does pretty decent damage. It is sub-ideal, but it's really not that bad. I know hardcore burglars who would rather die than use that skill, but I found, at least since the LI revamp, that's pretty good. Gosh, she's tall. Biggest in her class. The riddle does make for a convenient interrupt, I must say. There we go. Oh, Scothy, wake up, bud. You're not being tortured anymore. You're welcome, buddy. Oh, hello. By the way, Alsma is one of my favorite characters. She's such a good, well-written, funny, awesome character. All right, level up. What's? Oh, no, that's not a level up. What do we get? Is that a rep up? Yep, Gabila call rep up. It's cool. Let's do one more, and then we'll check out our rep. That might be a good stopping point after that. Let's go then. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I need to. What do we got here? Oh. If I need to block or filter out these chests. I'm pretty sure I'm out of keys. Definitely out of keys. But I'm 99% sure one of my other alts has that, so we'll keep that for now. Okay, onwards. Wrong way. The other thing I've never, to my undying shame, have never really tried with the burglar is those thrown weapons, because we have our base throwing knives, which is really just a way to tag baddies. And so I think the throwing axes do a bit more damage, maybe. Right, so here we go. All right, that's good. That's where the AoE becomes so important. And so that's part of my other hang up with yellow spec as well, is do we have enough AoE to actually thrive in this crazy world? I don't know. That was a big splash. Okay. No. Don't bother. These acid clouds are so annoying. There we go. Come on, bud. What's next? That was a foolish move. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Don't know yet. I don't know if this is worth it or not. The bother stealthing stuff. That's silly. Completed question mark. That doesn't sound very good. We about to get sacked. What's going on here? Over your head, you hear a shriek of that beating wings. Here we go. Man, they love doing that stuff. It's so ridiculous. Stop. Sit down. Leave us alone. At least the riddle will get us one good shot in. Let's do this. And then we'll stun. Oh, that's piece cake. Easy peasy. All right, buddy. So what did we learn today? We learned that I'm way behind on this character. Oh boy. Goo. And don't know if there are opportunities enough for me to... Oh, thanks, buddy. Guess we got... anyways, I don't know if enough opportunities to advance. And, you know, as I keep saying, that's not really the point of the missions. But I'm not sure. I don't know if our experiment's going to work or not. So anyway, I do have some crafting to do. I'm going to get this dude some better jewelry, maybe better armor, maybe better weapons. And we'll see how it goes. So anyway, this was another edition, maybe a less exciting edition of Mission Entpossible. But thanks for joining me. I had a good time. I hope you did too. I hope you learned a little something as we continue our grand experiment. And, you know, we'll see you next time.